Hey everyone, and welcome to a new video on this channel. My name is Martin, I'm with Birds by the CH, and today we're going to show you all about Aphonopelma seemanni. We're still in Costa Rica, have a few days left here, and as you can see we're just standing again right next to a street searching the roadside embankments for possible tarantula burrows. And in this area actually is tropical dry forest present, meaning that we are finding different tarantula species, unlike the ones we've seen in the cloud forest, Aphonopelma seemanni for example. But in this region there is Aphonopelma seemanni living, Aphonopelma crinirufum, and also Davus ruficeps, which was formerly known as Meteropelma zebratum. So these three species live sympatrically with each other, meaning they share the same habitat. But we're focusing on Aphonopelma seemanni in this episode, and hopefully we're going to find some. I'll share with you habitat, and I will share you impressions so you can design your enclosures back at home.
The natural living space of Aphonopelma seemanni. Let's jump to the spider. Here it is, awesome Aphonopelma seemanni, adult female, and you can see why they're called zebra tarantulas. Just an awesome species. It's a true hobby classic and it's actually known for quite some time. Here a little close-up shot, you can see why they're called zebra tarantulas, of course because of the white markings on all parts of the leg except the femur. Just beautiful specimen. This one was not freshly molted, so yeah, due to the dry period, they are actually waiting into their burrow for prey items. And here you can see why they are in their own family of tarantulas, because of their tarsal claws. These two ones, these are the tarsal claws, and that's why they are in their own family. Of course they have other features as well, but we could cover that in a later episode. Yeah, there's not much talk needed. Hobby classic, and if you keep them as pets, make sure you don't buy any wild-caught specimens. They're actually all the time exported, still on legal and illegal ways, from Guatemala. They're also called the Guatemalan zebra striped tarantula, or the ones from Costa Rica, of course, the Costa Rican Zebra Tarantula. Truly amazing, and if you keep them as pet tarantula, make sure you give them quite some substrate to dig in and make a nice little burrow. But that's, yeah, on the next part we will cover. So inspecting the micro habitat of this Aphonopelma seemanni a little bit closer, you can see it's tropical dry forest. There is not much greenery, much green plants going on, but there's clay-like soil, clay-like earth structures, and that's something you should use if you keep them as pet tarantulas, so their actual burrows don't fall together, so they're more stable. And you can use earth or soil from your outdoor area, whatever you are living, of course, it depends. If you're in a city, it's probably not the best idea to use soil from the city, since there's quite a lot of pollution probably, but if you're in a nearby forest, you can certainly use some of the soil from the forest to decorate your enclosure for your tarantula. Of course, sticks, other leaf litter, dry leaves, and some stones would make the enclosure way better if just used with cocoa fiber and some sort of cork bark. So actually enjoy this and get inspired by the habitat, and maybe you design your enclosure a little bit different if you like.
So another short break from tarantula searching, giving you some thoughts about the taxonomy of this group of spiders. So Aphonopelma is a genus like Avicularia when it comes to the term of integrity. Since Aphonopelma is a very old genus, there were a lot of spiders described and just put into that genus. So the genus Aphonopelma has a distribution range from the USA in the Northern Americas until down to South America, meaning that there is also a Aphonopelma species in Chile, for example, Aphonopelma aberrans. And yeah, there is a car coming again. Hi. So the distribution is so big that it simply is just not possible that it's one genus. Of course, there are other species of spiders like Heteropoda in the Sparacide family, where, like, for example, Heteropoda venatoria has such a huge distribution range all across the globe, because they simply are, yeah, they are very tough spiders. They don't really care where they live, and if they got shipped with some big ships around the world, they actually don't really care if they're in Singapore or if they're in Mexico. They just live there and reproduce. But with tarantula spiders, it's a bit different. And what I wanted to say in the end is that they will certainly get revised. And if you've seen the revision of Aphonopelma in the US, which was done by Chris Hamilton in 2016, they have done quite a lot to, like, revise the whole specimens, define the species, and more importantly define species groups and their relationship to each other, and their, yeah, not only relationship but their how they evolve and where they come from. So there is a lot of work going on from several different researchers focusing on this group of spiders. And in the end, there certainly will be different genera for all these different Aphonopelma species in the Americas. So the northern group in the US will most likely get another genus name, since Aphonopelma seemanni, as I mentioned, is the type species of that genus. So it actually is fixed that Aphonopelma seemanni will stay Aphonopelma seemanni. And the other group in the very southern part of the Americas, which is, by the way, also documented in the paper by Gabriel in 2011, this will most likely get other genera as well, or certain species like Aphonopelma aberrans will get transferred into other genus. For example, in the genus Euatlus. Okay, Euatlus is a bad example because Euatlus is also certainly a genus where there is a lot of, yeah, species placed invalidly there. So anyway, what I want to say is there's a lot of work to do to get them all set up properly and get their relationship correctly, but since we're here in the field and not in the lab, we will focus more on searching them and showing them to you. So Rito is doing a tremendous job searching for them, motivated as usual. It's about every day the same. It's about 30 something degrees in the direct sun, and he likes it. He lives in Mexico, but I'm a Swiss guy, so it's way too hot. Need a lot of sunscreen so you don't get burned. And but it's fun. Beer. And more beer, yeah. That would be perfect, but
at least we'll have to wait a little bit more
till we are successful.